Happy 75th anniversary, WTKR News 3.
WTKR is celebrating 75 years. 75 years of trailblazers.
It was important for us to be journalists.
75 years of sharing your stories on WTKR News 3.
It's still ahead this morning. Decades of live TV magic has all played out on a single stage. Join us as we explore the storied past of the News 3 auditorium. Now, this is a side of the auditorium that few get to see here, unless you join us on Coast Live as a guest or an audience member, like when we do Coast Comedy Live. But this auditorium has been here at WTKR since well before our little morning show. News 3 anchor Anthony Sabella explores the rich history of this incredible space.
For 9 years, WTKR's Coast Live has been broadcasting live here inside the station's auditorium. But this space goes back a lot further. It's seen countless people come and go. And you never have to look too far to find glimpses from another time. Sometimes, the more things change, the more they stay the same.
This control room has...
As WTKR celebrates 75 years of broadcast, we also celebrate 75 years at 720 Bush Street in Norfolk. That history greeting us as soon as we walk through the front door.
We've had everything happen in here.
Welcome to Coast Live. I'm April Woodard.
And I'm Chandler Nunnally.
The last 9 years, this stage has been home to Coast Live, but our auditorium's history dates back to the beginning, the setting for variety shows and commercials with live audiences looking on.
Here's Garland, Abbott, and the boys.
Laverne Watson, I think he did the 6 o'clock news, but he blacked out 2 of his front teeth and did the Cousin Tibbles. That was done out of here.
That was done here in the auditorium? Yeah. That was even before Howard E. Mills began working at what was then WTAR in the 60s.
That's my auditorium.
But you could say nobody knows the station better than the man known simply around here as Dad.
I hired the right guy.
Over his 40-year career, the former VP of Operations built everlasting relationships. Now 87, he recently stopped in for the first time in a decade, sharing stories with me of the auditorium's history.
These seats came from CBS.
He says after the early years, the energy sort of faded.
It was a mailroom for a long time. It went dormant. They didn't do anything.
But then in the 1990s, the New York Times bought WTKR and tasked Dad and his team with a big project.
We tore everything out and made the auditorium back.
When the remodel was finished, an even bigger surprise.
Dedicated to me, the Howard E. Mills Auditorium. Which was a shock. Always nice to be recognized.
And with the new name came new life.
But first, more of the smooth mellow sounds of...
This auditorium in WTKR has been around for decades. So have you. Sorry. Yeah, you might remember our Kurt Williams hosting a weekday morning show called Live at 9. His co-host, late legendary News 3 anchor, Jane Gardner.
Yeah, we did.
I tell you, she was unflappable. And that's who she was.
You are correct.
This was a live show, no teleprompter. One day we would be talking about a sewing convention, and then the next day we'd have a rock band out here. I mean, we had some big names. Charlton Heston, Johnny Cochran, famed defense attorney for O.J. Simpson, Patti LaBelle.
She had some gum, and she said, what am I going to do with it? Some guy said, give it to me.
Because we were getting killed in the ratings, they said, let's move it to 10 o'clock. And then we changed the name to Morning Break. Because the name change always brings about ratings.
Right. And then how much longer did the show last after that?
Probably died the next week.
We're going to fast forward to 2016 now. Yet another transformation into the home of then new lifestyle show, Coast Live. An immediate connection for host April Woodard.
Great. Oh my God. It's very personal because I knew Howard Mills. I used to call him Dad. 2 weeks after I graduated from college, I started here. And so to be back, it's just really an honor and a privilege.
The actual stage portion, I think it's a lot smaller than people would expect. A lot of people are surprised at how many seats we have in the studio audience that we don't get to fill very often.
But the audience returned more regularly with the launch of Coast Comedy Live a few years ago.
It has a whole different type of energy.
But above the laughs, a 75-year-old history that's never too far away. I mean, think of all the people who have come through this place.
Tim Reed, who used to be on WKRP in Cincinnati and Sister, said he was at a dance show. It's great hearing stories from people who come back and say they have memories in the studio.
And hopefully, over the next 75 years, more memories to be made inside the Howard E. Mills Auditorium.
But there's a lot's happened here It's been a great place.
In the WTKR studios in Norfolk, I'm Anthony Sabella.